Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I fall, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.
Thank you for coming. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Okay, so, let me see. Let me catch up on how are you today? Cool. I only made it to you pulling for one pile. I didn't make it far. LOL. I have had a damn migraine since Monday. Yeah. I had a migraine for a few days not too long ago, and the only thing I could think of was, oh no, this better not be that beer bug thing going on, you know? Nope. So yeah. I was thankful when I was able to actually take some pain reliever, the ibuprofen that I have, and it went away, thankfully. But yeah. So this morning I figured we would start with going over the Kiely Rodni case. I know that when I posted the first video, I really didn't do like any background information to the case. And so that probably left a few of my my viewers that don't really follow the true crime aspect of things, or the current ones that are going on anyways. Probably left you guys all out on a limb, and I'm gonna rope you guys back in. We're gonna go over the happenings of that. I have just got out of work, so I'm gonna pull up a few things just to kind of like, because I'm not familiar with all of the dates exactly. I know roundabouts. I know she went missing on, I want to say August, what is today? Today's the 16th. I want to say August 16th. I want to say August 16th or August 6th. I mean, yep. Okay. So yeah, she came up missing. Okay, so Kylie Rodney is a 16-year-old girl that came up missing on August 6th in I know where I'm thinking. Okay, so she went to a party that was being held for seniors. She was only 16. She was graduating early, so she was a senior. This party that was being hosted is said to be for seniors. So, she went to this party. She contacted her mother, and she's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna stay. Yep, Trucker, California. Thank you." So she was supposed to go home after texting her mom about 45 minutes later. That would have put her leaving, I believe, at like 11:30, 12 o'clock, something like that. I'm not for sure, like on the dates and the times or whatever. But she was found deceased on August 21st at around, I want to say, Adventures Without a Purpose. If you're not subscribed to them, they have actually a video showing how they found, or where they found her, how she was found. And that also brings us into my first reading on the Kylie Rodney case. I don't know why. I just was feeling drawn about 4:30 that morning. We were already live prior to this. But after I had shut down my live, for some reason, something was nagging in the back of my head, wouldn't let me go to bed. It's like, no, before you put that computer away, let's do this. So I did the first reading. She was found though at 11. She was headed home. I think she was found around 10 a.m. I believe Central. Is that Central over there? I think. I'm not sure. What's California time zone? I am not looking, guys. But I do know in my time, it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the Eastern Standard Time. That's what I'm going to go with. Okay, guys? We're going to go with that. So I did the reading at about 4:30. I recorded it. I didn't want to upload it because I was the outcome of it was not what I'm used to putting out in the world. And I'm one of those speak positive, you get positive. Speak negative, you're gonna get negative in return. Okay, you give and you get. Karma's the bee. She flies on a broomstick. She sometimes hit fast, sometimes she's slower at times. But with that being said, my first read, I wasn't even going to record it. But then when I seen like the layout of the cards, I'm like, oh no, I'm going to record this because I don't even know what's going to come of this. And I thought to myself, I'm going to even grab this book because I have my book. I've never looked at my book, never correlated my cards with my book. I always go based on my intuition, based on my own thoughts, my own feelings, what I'm gathering from my cards. Well, I don't know. I just thought maybe I would kind of tie them in together. Okay, right now, California is 5:44 a.m. and it is 8:44 a.m. my time. So 4:30 my time would have been about what? It would have been midnight their time, maybe? Was it? Would it be? I don't know. I suck at this time thing. So at least we got a navigator here to help, right, guys? I got my chatters. But so here's the thing. I did my reading about 4:30. 1:30 a.m. Okay, I was close. Not really at all. I'm a horrible liar. Anyways, so I was like, I even said in my video a few times, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to post this because this is just how I feel. You put bad out. And like the ending, it was weird. Also in the beginning of this, I want you guys to pay attention, because there's actually one point where I feel like the wind is knocked out of me. I feel like I just all of a sudden just feel like my wind's knocked out of me. I needed to catch my breath all over again, which made me believe that maybe she too felt winded, or like caught off guard, almost like it's so weird. I tell you how I'm feeling in the video. But that is the history leading up to me doing this reading. Again, I don't know why. I had just ended a live, but I wanted to pull back out my cards. I had put away my cards too. I wanted to pull them back out, and I wanted to do that. I was led to do this reading. With that said, I am going to share this. I'm gonna add this to full screen. I'm gonna take this one and go to full screen. I'm gonna walk through this kind of a little bit with you guys. And just like give a background as we go. California is 3 hours behind us. Now, my first reading, I do want to say it was extremely accurate. Okay, almost scary. I do believe Navigator has followed this case. She can vouch for the accuracy, how she feels about it. I know that if Anarchy pops in, I know she has popped in, and she herself said, you know, it's kind of crazy how much they coincide with each other. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start this. You can also hear, because I normally don't do these kind of readings, it made me really nervous to do a case to have the outcome of everything. So if you watch my video this morning, we already know our King of Wands was one of our cards. We also had the Hobbit, and we also had the Death card. If I'm not mistaken, those came out in the same order as my live that I played or uploaded this morning. Okay, we'll go ahead. If somebody can let me know if you can hear me, and make sure that it's not echoing. Okay, I'm trying not to play any noise in the background, so let me turn that down. Trying to jump on my phone. We're gonna go.
Okay, so I have decided that I'm gonna actually do this reading.
Can you guys hear that?
I'm not sure I'm gonna even upload this, but I have shuffled my Dark Mansion deck.
Okay, thank you, Kelly,
and
I appreciate it.
Actually, this is a reading for Kylie Ridney.
I'm gonna speed this up. I don't know why I can't listen to myself, especially this slow.
So first of all, I'm going to I really wanted to, once I shuffled and out of these cards come out, I really felt like for some reason I wanted to record this. And I don't know why, but I guess at the end I'll find out, and if I upload this, I upload this. If I don't, I guess I'm just gonna keep it for my own self. Now this card, it did come out sideways. I'm just gonna pick it up, I'm gonna flip it, and this is what we have. So all right, so this is what we're doing.
Turn that down now.
So here I feel like I'm gonna move these over so that way I feel like you guys can see a little bit. Okay, so here I have the Queen of Cups upside down. I think this is representing her, and you see the water behind it. I feel like this is saying possibly upside down, maybe water on top of her. I'm not sure about that, but I will read for the Queen of Cups in reverse from my book that I have available on hand. I've never read from the book, and I normally don't read from this, but I'm going to give you my initial thoughts, and I will give you the meaning from my book. Okay, so that way maybe we can together make something actually make sense in a way, I guess. So here we have the Queen of Cups, and the meaning from the book. I said, to me, if I was looking at this, I would say that there's something going on and meaning like the water on top of her, upside down, or it could have something to do with water signs, Aquarius, Pisces, your water sign. I don't know if she was a water sign or not, but that's what I'm banking on right there with just this card. Here, I'm thinking there's something that with my Eight of Swords, she was blindsided. She wasn't expecting for it to come, and look, she was in the woods. She wasn't expecting it to happen. It blindsided her, and now she's just like rooted in this place.
Okay.
Here the six.
So here I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna make commentary. I'm gonna say, Kylie was at a party. She was there. She was celebrating her senior graduation. She was 16 years old. Once again, they were there with a bunch of kids. They claim anywhere from, anywhere from like 100 to 300 kids were there. Mind you, no kid came forward with photographs of this party. No kid came forward with videos of this party. No, there's very, very, very little evidence of this party really ever happening from what I'm understanding. Nothing even came into law enforcement last I knew. I don't think, unless stuff came out within the last few days, I don't think anything happened like that. So again, I'm saying she's lost in the woods, or she's in the woods. She's feeling, almost like she was blindsided, which is super strange. Exactly, Navigator. It is super strange. All these kids, and all these, I mean, even Kylie had her cell phone with her because she was texting her mom. So tell me why all these kids are there at this party drinking and all this other crap, but not any photograph or video come out with this party. You mean none of them took pictures with their friends? None of them took videos of anything happening there? It was said that there was also a play fight taking place at one point. It is the strangest situation I've ever heard. Let's continue.
You got your balance card. You see it up here in the corner. That's you're balancing Judgment. And here I feel like
again, Judgment, justice.
With it in reverse, it's out of whack. It's not everything's not balancing out. Something's not balancing out correctly. Here. So I'm gonna read from the book for these three cards what they say. That is my initial reading on that. So the Queen of Cups, beautiful, fair, in reverse. It says
I'm gonna go through this because honestly, that don't mean nothing.
Also, I can see how that would come about. Okay, so that should not be trusted. So maybe that's what that is, and maybe that woman that should not be trusted is a water sign. I can see it that way. Also, I can see how that would come about. Okay, so for the Eight of Swords, accident, trust is blindsided. She wasn't expecting it. I'm sorry. Reading that, I just lost my breath real bad. Oh my god. Okay.
So I want you guys to listen to what this says.
She was blindsided. She wasn't expecting it. Fatality. See, so this one is basically what I was saying here. It was unseen. She was blindsided. She wasn't expecting it. I'm sorry. Reading that, I just lost my breath real bad. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, let me get my composure back. Ooh, that one was weird. That made me lose my breath. Okay, now we have the Six of Pentacles.
Now, I've had it happen in a few of my readings where I get the overwhelming feeling of what the person I'm reading feels. For some reason, at this time, mind you, I said she was at the very beginning of this video, upside down, possibly in the water. She felt like she was blindsided, had the wind knocked out of her. Now, I'm not sure if I got that feeling, maybe from the impact of the car or hitting the water, or if she was blindsided back from behind and had the wind knocked out of her. I don't have no aspect as to how that is taking place in this case, but either way, I can gather that that's probably going to be similar to what happened. Again, the Six of Pentacles, that is your justice, it's like a give and take. She would have gave the shirt off her back if she could. However, with it in reverse, it's almost like an injustice kind of balance.
The Six of Pentacles is in reverse also desire, cupidity, envy, jealousy, and illusion. So in other words, something is out of whack. Something isn't balancing out. Maybe it's saying basically this one was jealous and
You can
this
hear
right here
me
is gonna
kind of
have
like
what this one has.
stutter and like
This
I'm
is saying that this one
overwhelmed.
was
I'm really
blindsided and,
anxiety
wasn't
ridden.
expecting it. The outcome. I mean, we all heard. Here I'm saying King of Wands again. My wands are my moving cards. We have the King of Cups. We have the Hermit. Okay, so if I was just to do my own take, my own reading on this right here, let's put these over here. I'm gonna feel like there's got to be with these maybe higher males involved. I feel like whatever happened, even though this one may have done it, this queen.
I do believe so
I feel like
too, Navigator. I do.
There's some kind of bigger males involved, and the Hermit is basically saying, "Hey, bottle that shit up. Don't let that shit come out."
Here's the thing. I feel like though, Navigator, the only way the ball is gonna drop, and this is not gonna go as an accident. I 100% based on what I feel when I do the readings and like the readings that I'm gathering from me or from the whole situation itself. I don't believe it was an accident, but I do believe that they're gonna try to cover it as one. The only way I feel like it's not going to be able to be taken as one is if AWP, because they're the ones that found her, they're the ones that found the card, they know how, obviously Doug, is it Doug or Dave, or I know it starts with a D, one of them, he knows how she was in that vehicle, and I feel like that would be the only way, is if he steps forward and he actually says, there's no possible way. That would be the only way this is going to go by without being called an accident. Is he brave enough to go against law, like the law enforcement there like that? I don't know. And can you really in the end blame him? Yeah.
Don't come outside them doors. Do not put that light out. Now here, okay. There's some kind of bigger males involved, and the Hermit is basically males involved. Okay.
I spread up.
Just to do my own take, my own reading on this right here. Let's put these over here. I'm gonna feel like there's got to be with these maybe higher males involved. I feel like whatever happened, even though this one may have done it, this queen. I feel like there's some kind of bigger males involved, and the Hermit is basically saying, "Hey, bottle that shit up. Don't let that shit come out. Don't come outside them doors. Do not put that light out there." Okay. I feel like they're trying to they're trying to hide it, and they're helping try to cover it up. Now here I get an Aquarius male, again water sign male. Here I'm getting land, the fire, the land, that's what I'm getting from this guy. So I don't know if that would be their astrological. Okay, so we have the King of Wands.
I am so like nervous and like
first we're gonna read
anxiety ridden.
And he's in the upright.
It makes me sick to kind of go back and watch this.
He is shown as if upon a journey, armed with a short wand, and although male
like I'm gonna puke.
is not on a warlike errand.
Scary.
He is passing mounds or pyramids. Divinatory meanings: departure, absence, flight, immigration. A dark young man, friendly, change of residence. So, like I said, he's my moving. So maybe he moved. He played that part in moving, or helping cover this crime up or whatever happened up over here. And he moves. He moves silently. He is friendly. You're not going to expect that from him. Okay. Here we have the King of Cups.
It's so crazy.
Cups, it says he holds a short scepter in his left hand and a great cup in his right hand. In his right, his throne is set up on the sea. On one side is a ship. A ship is riding, and on the other, a dolphin is leaving. So you got your dolphin leaving, and I guess on the other side, he's got a ship riding.
I don't think. Okay, let me see. I don't think it will be a cover. That police department doesn't have the people or the resources to do a deep dive. Anyone else chiming in won't be a solid source when it comes to the court. You think so? So what do you think? Do you think they're going to try to put it as a accident?
I'm not sure where that is seen in there, but okay. Anyways, a dolphin is leaping. The implicit is that the sign of the cup naturally refers to water. So again, This is going to be your water sign, which appears in all the court cards. The
Hey,
mandatory meaning is
Miracle
fair
Horse.
man of business, law.
I
or
seen
the
your
vanity.
comment earlier, and I want to say thank you. I think you were saying you subscribed. I believe that's what I was I was gathering. If you have, and if you haven't, then either way, thank you and welcome. Pisces. My mom is a Pisces. Well, my mom was a Pisces. Sorry, getting used to that. Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you for subscribing.
Opposed to oblique, the coherent. Also, equity, art, science, including those who profess science, law, and art.
Did you happen? Navigator, did you mean to do that?
He's going to be the smart one. He's going to be the one. This one just followed in suit. He moved under the weather.
Miracle
radar. He was thinking,
Horus.
he's friendly. He was able to pull this off.
I do believe you were accidentally timed out on accident. I do know she's
made no law.
I do know that she's trying to get kids ready. Okay, Navigator. Did you mean to time out Miracle? Just real quick. I don't believe you did, but you'll come back in about 300 seconds. I think it was an accident. As you see, she was making kids lunch and trying to get everything ready at home. She may have already left. I don't think she purposely timed you out. But if you'll just hang on just a little bit longer.
Maybe even in law enforcement, whatever it may be. But that's what that's saying in the book. Again, I said these two, I have a feeling.
Again, this is my first ever crime case reading, and it worried me.
They help cover everything up. And the hermit is basically saying, hey, tuck that shit away. Bottle that shit up. Don't you let that shit out. Okay? And so we're going to read now on the hermit. The hermit. It is in reverse, which means concealment, disguise, policy, fear, unreason, and caution. So again, basically what I said, they're being like, hey, cover that shit up. Don't let that shit out. Bottle it up. Don't move it. Don't let that get out from in between us. It is concealment, disguise. They covered it up. Policy, fear, unreasoned, caution. So there's that. Now here, for some reason, when I did this pile, which I normally have like the past, present, future, but in this, it was what happened. I asked what happened. Could we get clarity on the people involved? And will we find her? Is she okay? Kind of thing. And for this pile, the Three of Swords, I have it saying, it says,
see now here, if you notice, I immediately jumped to the book because what I'm feeling is like my initial intake on this card is not cool, not good. It was, to me, I was feeling like it was gonna be the outcome that it was. She was gonna be underwater. There was gonna be no bringing her back. It was basically a said and done thing. I didn't want to say that, so I immediately tried to jump for the book. But I do end up catching myself and going back and actually reading from my take.
Three of Swords upright, piercing, 3 swords piercing a heart. Okay, so to me, before I read this, to me, it's showing something. Basically, I'm gonna say, in my take, it's not a good. It's not good. I feel like there's something that happened, and again, it's blue. It's underwater. I feel like that's how I don't want to go any further into that in case I put this out. I'm sure you all will get my take on that. I mean, I prefer not to speak the words out. You speak it, it comes. You speak good, good comes back. You speak bad, bad comes back. I prefer, basically, I'm just going to read from the book. I think you guys kind of get my drift, though, if this does go on. 3 of Swords, piercing a heart, could and rain behind. So rain as in R-A-I-N. Again, water. I kind of hinted a little bit towards water. The divinatory meaning is removal, absence, delayed, division, rupture, dispersion, and all the design signifies naturally. And all that the design signifies naturally. Sorry for my kid behind me. Again, my take is basically what I have said. My take is, once again, this doesn't have the greatest of outcomes for for me. Not what I like to read pun, but there's somebody that's possibly upside down in the water. It has something to do with the berries. Here, I feel like they were blindsided. They weren't expecting it. And I mean, they're in the water. They're in the woods. I mean, what else? What more? Here, this is the bars are tipping. It's not equaling out. Something's not going on right here. Okay. Here, like I said, I feel like these two had something to do with this. It's going to be a younger and an older male. This one is going to be more like a land sign or a fire sign. This is going to be more like land fire. This one's going to be water. Again, they're trying to hide this with this hermit and the Three of Swords. I'm going to say it speaks for itself. That is my take. That is my reading on Kylie Rodney. I wish things came out different. This is my first time reading on a case like this. So, I mean, not exactly happy with what came out. But if my readings so far have been correct and this is correct, I want to say I'm sorry to the family. And I pray that I'm wrong and that these cards are wrong. And I'm praying for you all. My heart goes out to you. I'm saddened for you guys. And with that, I'm going to end this on that note, okay?
Okay. Oh, that hits me like a ton of bricks still to this day. Oh, okay. So, we're going to go. That also, now the reason why I'm going over this is because I did have a chatter in my live or in my premiere this morning that I uploaded, and that asked like a backstory and kind of how we're getting to where we are today. I'm not sure if this is pulling up. It should be. We're going to go ahead and we're going to skip over the beginning because we all know I played the intro. And once again, now with this one, this was taken 9:15. I was actually I wanted to go to bed. I was getting ready to go to bed. I wanted to go to bed, but something kept nagging at me and was like, no, you're not going to sleep. You're going to do this and you're going to do this now. And so I just reached over, I grabbed my laptop, I kind of pointed it all down because again, I'm ready for bed. By this time I had worked a 10-hour shift. I'm tired. I didn't want to do this, but I had been, I've been having the nagging feeling to do this in the back of my mind for a couple of days. I've been putting it off. But yesterday I just felt like I couldn't put it off no more. And this is why you end up with me doing a reading basically in my bed because that's where I am. I was ready for bed. With that said, we're going to go ahead.
No, get the most honest, accurate reading, most truthful.
Now, in this one, I use my wisdom deck and my my romance deck, my angel oracle romance, and my my mystical wisdom.
We are going to be using the mystical wisdom deck today. We are using our romance deck today. I've already had those that come out. We've got 5 of our wisdom that came out. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna set these. Everything's not gonna be in the line of the side, but I will make sure that you guys get to see. I am currently on my way to bed, so okay. We're looking for some reason. I'm being led to. For content on this. Okay. One more content card on this pile over here. At least one more. Ooh, one more, not a deck. I get another contact card on this pile.
Oh, come on.
Okay, we're gonna move on. If this is all we can get on this, guys, if you can see these romance ones, that they're telling of their own self. Okay, we're gonna move on from this. We're gonna go here. We can get another pile with contacts on it with any information that Kelly would like us to know that we felt that we should go in the direction in her case. Which is the case.
Please be sure to hit that like button if you are here still.
Okay. We're not gonna use these. No, those. We do have flippers, though.
We will be going into readings shortly.
Anything else for that pile?
I just wanted to go over these.
Go here. That'll look good. That don't look good.
I'm gonna go ahead and speed up until I go into reading.
Open your heart and expect a miracle.
Hey,
So,
Kelly, thank you for
I feel
still
like
being here.
There's still things that we're going to be learning about.
Okay, so question, Kelly, did you see my premiere I uploaded earlier yet? Because this is it. Remember the cards from the first reading. That's what I'm going to tell you. Remember those ending cards from the first reading and pay attention. Also, Kelly, you're here. You've seen multiple of my reads. You know for yourself, I work with jumping cards. I normally go with jumping cards. Pay attention to what I'm drawn to use here later in this video. No, this is the one I started watching. Okay. So pay attention because I know you're here. You've seen a few of my reads. I work with jumpers, but pay attention to later how I'm drawn to do these. And pay attention to the cards that come out.
This, and I don't know what to say about it. It's going to be, don't give up yet. This is basically saying don't give up yet. Here we have gratitude. This is saying be thankful for what you have already. We may not have had all the information we have, but the stuff we do have, be thankful. And probably it's going to be like, look, go with the flow. Use that information. Go with the flow. Use that information. Make it work out. Here we have new beginnings. This is also going to be a new beginning, not only for us here on this in this realm, but it's going to be a new beginning for even Kylie, okay? And here we have children. It says, know that your children are protected. There's people out there doing work. There's people that are protecting. Your children are protected. But I say there are, okay. I just want to say, yeah, just know your children are protected as long as you stand by what you know, okay? I wouldn't give up yet on this, okay? So here for her romance, now romance again is any kind of relationship that maybe that is involved in anybody's day-to-day life, could be in a romantical relationship, and that's what I'm gathering from here. This right here is going to be, I think, okay, so this one is romantic feelings. I feel like somebody had some romantic feelings with her, pretty passionate. Things got a little bit out of hand, I'm thinking, because and it just wasn't what she wanted. She wasn't feeling herself. She needed to feel a little more like her own self. There was deception in this relationship. I feel like, and if that wasn't the way that it played out that way, I feel like it could have also played out another way. Maybe it was somebody was really jealous of the romance that she had with a particular person, and then they were feeling deceived. They weren't in their own skin. They weren't them, and so they felt the need to do something in this case, in this instance. I feel like this is a crime of passion. I do. I want to say that this is a crime of passion. I do. Something tells me that only because of that.
Okay, hold on.
So I got here the Queen of Pentacles.
Okay, so let me slow it down. I'm sorry. You want me to back up a little bit? I can back up some. We back up some. There we go.
That is involved in anybody's day-to-day life.
Is that better?
In a romantical relationship, and that's what I'm gathering from here. This right here is going to be, I think, okay, so this one is
that better for you, Kelly?
Romantic feelings. I feel like somebody had some romantic feelings with her.
Okay. You're welcome.
Things got a little bit out of hand, I'm thinking, because and it just wasn't what she wanted. She wasn't feeling herself. She needed to feel a little more like her own self. There was deception in this relationship. I feel like And if that wasn't the way that it played out that way, I feel like it could have also played out another way. Maybe it was somebody was really jealous of the romance that she had with a particular person, and then they were feeling deceived. They weren't in their own skin. They weren't them, and so they felt the need to do something in this case, in this instance. I feel like this is a crime of passion. I do. I want to say that this is a crime of passion. I do. Something tells me that, only because of this. Like, so I got here the Queen of Pentacles, and I've got the Three of Wands. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is gonna be somebody that felt like they had it all. That they had it all, but they didn't have the main thing that they wanted. Okay, and I feel like with my Three of Wands, this is a movement card. And as you see, somebody's running from this. Somebody is running from this. Now, whether that be this woman who thought that they had it all and they were going to gather it all, they were going to get it all, they are now in the reverse. They are like, oh shit, what do I do? Get me the hell out of here. So I feel like there's somebody running. We have the Judgment card in upright, and we also have the Ace of Pentacles upright.
Yeah.
Now with the
It
Judgment
absolutely,
card upright,
it has been stated it was either another kid that she started dating, either by the name of Nick or Nate. I do believe that they were saying that. And that Jagger started dating at the time recently Sammy. I do believe, correct? Me if I'm wrong, but I do believe so. And that also leads me to think, even with the way Jagger talks about her today, or like how he all his past, like all his posts on his social media, it leads me to think he was still in love with her. And I feel like Sammy may have been jealous about that, and what was supposed to be something maybe, maybe a little, on the edgy kind of thing. I mean, maybe she just wanted to beat her up, show her who's boss, and things ended badly. That's my own opinion. Don't sue me. That is in my own opinion, my own alleged interpretation of what I've seen through these cards, because I've also have another reading in between these that I have uploaded. However, I wanted to go over these two because they are so not only from my first to this one, they relate almost to a T, and then the way that I'm led to how I'm led to receiving the last messages, the last part of this message, it threw me off because I'm like, I don't do this.
This is a judgment. There's lots of judgmental things taking place in this right now. Now,
again, the Judgment card.
The good. If you look in
the
there,
justice.
Get that to shine. You got the good angels. You got the angel. You got the bad down here. But you're gonna have the good with the bad. But I feel like this is saying, don't be so quick to judge, but do your due diligence and find out that prize. Find out what happened. Find out the one and only logical thing that there is out there for this to solve this. I feel like there's going to be a long storm that's going to be brewing ahead with our Five of Pentacles. This is as you see, they're in the storm. They're weathering the storm. It's going to be I feel like we're not going to get any answers probably right away. I feel like even if we get any answers,
and with that being said, I do believe also it has been put out there that they are not going to be releasing autopsy results, at least for another month or so, I believe.
And not even get any answers, period. Because here we have the Wheel of Fortune. What does the Wheel of Fortune do? It goes around and 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 around. And look, with our Ace of Wands, it's our movement card. But do you also see what it else looks like? that movement card, it's kind of like dreary. It's kind of like fiery. It's gonna. I feel like this is something that's gonna play out and play out and play out. And whatever answers we get from this case,
Again,
I don't think nobody's.
Look at that. Okay,
Ever
I
gonna be-
didn't pause it at a very good angle, but if you look at that Ace of Wands, you got hills, you got mountains, you've got all of the things symbolizing like almost like the layout of the land. I mean, because if I'm not mistaken, I would think, isn't Nevada like kind of like a deserty kind of like, and it was right on the verge of like the Nevada line kind of thing. So that is just, I don't know, it's just so weird, like the scenery play out.
Be satisfied with it or be okay with that answer. I feel like it's never going to end. It's just going to keep going and going and going. It's almost like a rabbit hole that's not going to stop, and it's going to be battling forever. The storms, it's going to be almost like an everlasting case. But I almost feel like Kylie, I want to know what is Kylie feeling now about this situation? We have extend your light-hearted energy to others, and yes, this is your soulmate. So with that, I'm gathering, yes, this is your soulmate. Yes, this is what it's going to play out to be. This is how it's going to go. That's how she's feeling. I feel like that they extend your lighthearted energy. It's just going to be, she don't want people to be she don't want people to rest their ever-loving, thing on trying to get to the bottom of this, because there may not be an answer for that. If there's a wisdom card that can help further this read in here. Maybe no. Where do we go from here? It says leadership, set your goals. Battle of the Blues, take steps towards a positive change. So whatever this be, she wants somebody to step up, fix the bad, and make a positive change. So this doesn't happen to nobody else. And look, if you look at the end of this, okay, let me see. I'm going to have to show okay. So here, right here. Do you see this? This is almost like somebody floating in water with a sword. And oh my gosh, I just wish I could get these holographic cards to actually come through. Look, do you see this? This is the world's weirdest. Okay, so I feel like she's saying, don't let this happen to nobody else. Keep trying to figure out what happened. But don't let this take from your day-to-day being, your day-to-day life, your day-to-day life. I mean, she wants you to still continue. See if I can, is there anything further that I can know from Kylie? When it comes to any of this, is there something else she would like to put out there? Where do we go from here? We don't need to hold that. Where can we go from here, Kylie? There's my guides to give me the most logical, most truthful answers as to where does Kylie feel we should go from here. Wow. I think Kylie is mixed in her feelings, in her thoughts. Look at this. All those were just upright in the deck. That's weird.
They were only upside down in that one little in just that little bunch, and they were still together. You seen me shuffle it? I don't know. I mean, obviously there was a little bit that fell out. I put them back in the deck for some reason. Somehow there was a little spot, all still together, even after shuffling, that were still faced the other way. That was odd to me, if you notice that.
Where do we go from here, Kylie? Is there something else you would like us to know? May help solve this even. Whoa. Gotta narrow it down, Jackaboo. Let's narrow it down. Let's see. Where do we go from here? What can we do to help?
We're going to get ready to do some readings. This is almost over.
Where do we go? These guys are trying to throw out like half a deck at me, guys. Wait. Let's get this figured out real quick.
All right.
Anything else?
Here we go. Here we go.
She would like us to know. Okay. We got the tower in upright. What's this mean? Let me get some context for the tower out upright. What's this mean? It's almost like if the world is falling apart, man, over this. What do you do? Okay. So we have the Four of Cups in reverse, and it's like she's saying, "Fuck it, just walk away. All I can do is move on." My cups are empty. There's nothing left for me there. There's nothing left for anybody. You can sit there all you want while I'm back here handing you what you need with this Four of Cups and Eight of Cups. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna move that right here. That's these ones. So we got the tower upright saying this world's going. This is telling me that everything is falling apart. So that whether that be maybe it's falling apart within the inside of the group, that whatever's going on, whatever happened, I don't know if the tower is starting to crumble. Maybe things will come out eventually, but I feel like with the Eight of Cups, it's saying it may be a while before we know anything exactly. We may be set and depressed up. I mean, there's that person back here handing you this cup, trying to say, "Hey, right here's where you need to go. Hey, there's information I'm trying to tell you, but you're not looking, you're not gathering, you're not getting what I'm trying to tell you." I feel like with that being said, I feel like
now I have listened to a few other readers, and one in particular, after I did this yesterday, I seen a video that she uploaded a while back, and I don't know how I managed to not watch that one, but in that video she had mentioned that Kylie has been guiding people and been trying to tell people what happened to her, or where to go for each little clue or whatever. She has been trying to speak out to guides, and she had said in her reading, whether that be through tarot cards, psychic abilities, whether that be through the rods, all the other like abilities where Kylie can communicate through, she has been reaching out to many people. So with that being said, I'm going to continue. We're almost done here.
Okay, so I see it this way. With the house falling apart, there's something there's some kind of information out there she's trying to tell us, or there's some kind of information out there that can be gathered still that would release and break open this case. And maybe there's so much going on with this case, everybody's turning their back to all of the goods, I feel like that's what it is. And so that's leading us to go in this Ferris wheel over and over and over. We're going down the wrong path. We're not looking in the right direction. We're letting everything sidetrack us. We're not focusing where the main focus needs to be. While this information's out here and we're looking in the other direction. We're leaving the good stuff behind. We're not looking in the right path, whether that be certain item that might help with, and I want to say that it could be even that phone. If we know where that phone is, I feel like that could break this case.
Mind you, from what we know publicly, the phone has yet to be located.
I think her phone may be able to break the case. I'm almost wondering, I know law enforcement can pull records, and I feel like that's what they need to do, because with every direction everybody's going, they're just wandering. We're going every which way. We're turning our back. We're not just looking where everything needs to be focused at. We've got to bring all of this back to the center of the case, and that is Kylie. Kylie, look, see, justice in reverse. Justice in reverse.
There's
almost
that
like
justice
everybody's
card I've
feeling
been
like
talking
we're
about.
not getting the justice that she deserves. She's not doing. It's not going. Page of Swords.
Now,
Standing our ground.
Kelly, I don't know if you're still awake, but do you see what I'm doing? I am pulling cards from the deck. I don't know why I did this, but I am pulling cards from the deck. Not only that, but there's something else coming up.
But not going anywhere very
I
far.
heard they did pull
And you got this
records
Emperor.
and messages from her phone.
The Emperor. That's
Oh,
somebody
okay.
That's high. The high and mighty.
But they have yet
That's
to.
up on a clock.
But they have yet to locate it, correct? I don't believe they located the phone. I'm wondering what they got from the records. I wonder if we could do a FOIA request. But we probably wouldn't be able to right now because it's still an open case, of course. But eventually we would be able to, I would think. But with that being said, do you see this? Correct, but given it's an iPhone, they can pull. Okay. Yep, right. Okay, that's what I thought. Which is, I don't know, maybe that's why they're kind of holding back on releasing autopsy until they can gather more evidence, maybe? I don't know. But do you see how I'm pulling those cards? I am pulling.
That's what we're looking.
I'm not
Kings in
jumping.
reverse. I feel like there's somebody higher that's going to prevent from this from coming out. Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like that.
Again, we got the King of Wands that came out. That was in my first reading.
That's, there's a plan. This is almost like it was maybe not a plan, but it could have started as maybe, hey, let's do this and this and this. You know, maybe she was a senior. Maybe it was gonna be senior prank. Maybe senior prank. Maybe it was planned to be a senior prank. Once anything happened, maybe she fell asleep. I don't know. Maybe she fell asleep instead of driving home and leaving like she should have. And they thought maybe reparking her car. 3 Ace of Swords. Somebody higher offset in the middle of this. I feel like there's somebody with higher with like in the law that is keeping this all under wraps. They're not wanting it to come out. They're not wanting this to be.
Now check this out.
I feel like there's somebody.
We've already got the King of Wands
up that's trying to put a sword in the case. King of Wands again. When we got King of Wands the first time, the King of Wands was the higher up that the law that was in. It's a moving card. That's my King of Wands, a moving card law. There's something they're watching over this whole thing. I just look on guard, holding them on guard. 9 of Wands. They're holding their stance. That's a wand, a moving card. Not only is he holding his stance, that's upright. That means they are going to put up a fight for this to go out. Here we got the 8 of Pentacles. Look, something's being formulated. Something's being made. This is up or in reverse. If you all can see that card right there, there's whatever is going on. There's a process going on that's in the work to either stop this, put a rest to it, which I feel like that's what's being held on to. I'm going to do one more card drawing off the top of this deck. Read the bottom card, and we're going to move from there and end this. Look, Hermit. Wrap that shit up. Didn't we get that in that first read too? Bottle that shit up. Don't let that shit come out. On top of that, Wands. That King of Wands. That Emperor came out. The young man. The one that's going to be the slithering sleuth kind of one. I don't know. But I'm telling you, there's somebody that's got this in the works right here to keep this under wraps. There's somebody trying to put a stop from this coming out. This is a Hermit in reverse. This is not that's the same way he was earlier. When my first read on this case. We're gonna pull from the bottom and go from there. Look.
Check that out.
Last card in my first reading.
Check that out.
And what did
last
I say?
Card in my third reading.
Upside down the last. It's just.
And tell me why I work with jumping cards. That's how I feel is the most accurate read for me. I don't understand. I mean, that's just how I've always done my readings, work with jumpers. That's what needs to be read on. Why I pulled the last few cards from the top of the deck and pulled that one from the bottom. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I am not paying no attention to what's in that deck. Even when I picked up the deck, I mean, I always laid it flat. with face of the cards down. I never seen that card on the bottom until I flipped that card. That is crazy and so different of me to even pull or think to pull like that.
With the proper justice that Kylie deserves, I feel like somebody's gonna cover this shit up. Somebody's not gonna let this out. Somebody wants to cover this stuff up badly. And there's more work in this than people think. This goes deeper than what people think. And I feel like it lies within not only those at the party, but within law enforcement trying to cover it up.
Possibly.
And I feel like it could lie with parents. That's what I'm gathering. Like they don't want nothing to happen to their kids. Nobody ever does. But I feel like
now when I say,
okay,
let me clarify this. When I say with maybe parents, this is in my opinion. I know I didn't state it there, but that's why I'm doing this over to go back over and and speaking what I was saying. What I'm saying is maybe parents from the other children, because nobody has come forward with pictures, videos, anything of this night that supposedly happened with 300 people. I'm speaking upon those parents. I don't yet get the feeling that Kylie's any kind of or had anything to do with it. However, I do believe, because no parent wants to see their child be punished or sitting behind bars or whatever may have happened. They don't want to see their child like that, especially young ones. These kids are just supposedly just getting out of high school. They don't want to do that. And the LE, I mean, a lot from what I understand, this is a tight knitted community. And a lot of that, I've also heard that the coroner is also the sheriff. The sheriff is the coroner. Maybe he was a parent to one of these children that were there. So as long as we can tell all these kids, shut up, delete everything, get rid of all the evidence, whatever you got on your phone or whatever, don't turn that stuff in to nobody. I guess, as a parent, you may want to see your child through this, knowing that it's wrong. I know morally, if this was my child and they did something like that, I don't care who you are, you're going to do the right thing. You're going to speak upon this. Don't you dare. That is my own self, though. Not everybody's like me. It is what it is. Again, I'm not in that situation, but I can't say that it might be the same way as what I just spoke upon if it were to come true in that circumstance. I don't know because I've never been put in that position, but we all know what I'm trying to say.
Somebody's going to try to cover this up.
I'm the same type of parent as you, morally stuff. Exactly. And that's my thing is morally. Okay. I always tell people that I'm with, I'm not about to just go and disrespect myself because I feel like if I don't have respect for me, what makes me think anybody else is going to respect me? Because, if I just go and, let's just use, if I just were to go and sleep around all the time, I am not, by doing that action, I'm not proving I am worthy of the respect that I deserve. So therefore, I'm like one of those that are like, I don't think so. Nope. Because I deserve that respect. I give it to myself. I need it in return. To me, that's how I look at things. I don't know. Morals. You wouldn't like it if this was your child in Kylie's place and nobody speaking up. And then to see the mother's recent interview, let me just say that mother's recent interview, I am flabbergasted.
Similar cards to the first read that
it could also lead to mental issues for the kid in the long run if they have to keep it held. Yes, exactly. And not only that, I wouldn't want my child to know something about it and always regret not speaking upon it. Okay, so I'm one of those that, okay, so back when, oh God, I don't even know how long ago it was. It was like over 10 years maybe. I knew somebody who shook a baby of his girlfriend. He's currently behind bars for the rest of his life, which that's where he needs to be, 100%. But morally, if I knew about it or my kid knew about it, I'd be like, you better speak upon that. Because what if they were to repeat that action? Thank God that baby made it through this trauma that it suffered. But what if it was to happen again because it wasn't turned in properly, but matters were much worse the second, third, fourth, however many times, you know what I mean? You always got to think, what if there's another time? If I don't speak upon this now, what if there's another time and the outcome is worse than what is in this situation? Exactly. If the roles were reversed. Yep. You get it in less trouble telling the truth than you do idling in it or lying. Exactly. And that's my biggest thing. I'm like, I don't even mean to be, but I am the worst liar because I catch myself and I'll be like, oh, sorry, I just lied to you. That's not really what happened. And I tell myself because I've always looked at things by, it's easier to speak the truth, get the truth out there now, take the repercussions, take the heat now, than to deal with it later. And I mean, I don't want to be known for the rest of my life as that one that lies all the time, can't believe anything that comes out of their mouth. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I will admit, I do lie. I lie, but then I tell on myself because my conscience gets to me and it's like, well, what happens if you got to now remember this lie and you forget what lie you told to that person or that person or that person? And then if you're caught in that lie, you just look like a dumb idiot. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. I try, but I rat at myself all the time. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. I lie to you. I have always taught my children to speak up if you see something that is not correct, even if it is the unpopular decision. Yes, me too. And I'm still like trying to pound that into my kids. Still, it's like an everyday lesson. I'd much rather you tell me the truth now than for me to find out later on you lied to me because you're about to be in more trouble. Don't lie to me. That's how I see it.
And Kylie Rodney, guys, even using some extra cards in there. That's going to be my read on Kylie Rodney today.
But
I said my thought.
Yeah, so that is the third video I believe I put up on Kylie Rodney, and that is going to end that proportion of this live today. I just find it so uncanny that, like, it's so weird. Like, there's a lot of the same cards that popped up, and the weird things, that were just different, always different. I don't know. I've also been kind of getting. I don't know. I'm being led to read on another case, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about doing that. I'm gonna sit with it a little bit longer. If it comes out that I want that's what I do, I may. But we'll worry about that time when that comes. All right, so we're gonna open up readings. We're gonna go ahead and open up for readings. I appreciate you sticking around, Kelly, and not falling asleep and watching. I know I'm not that entertaining, honestly, right? So if you're watching, we're gonna open up readings. For this case, or for anything. I don't know why I said case. I got the case on my mind, I guess. My head hurts too bad to fall asleep. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's do a reading for you. You want the angel cards, I believe, correct? You don't do the tarot, right? I think so. I think that's right. Let's do an angel oracle. Let's see what we can find out for you. Okay, guys, I am coming off of a 10-hour work night, so forgive me for looking like a mess. Let's see. Can we get a reading for Kelly? Let's pull from the angel oracle. Let's see. Nobody's speaking up about a read, so we'll just do this, and then I'll do an overall read that maybe everybody needs to know. I'm only getting one of the angel oracles. Opal. I don't think I've seen this one too many times. It says, let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. So, let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. Let's see. For your wisdom, we're going to pull a wisdom or two for you, Kelly. And we will go on from there. Oh, well, you have, I do believe, 4 that popped out. You got celebration. Let go and have fun. Let go and have fun. Celebration. You also have knowledge. Is it like I'm almost getting like my neck, almost like it's in like, I don't know, maybe like a tension headache. Is it a tension headache? I'm getting almost like a tension. Is it a tension? Let me know. I feel like it's like almost like through here and up here, almost like a tension one. Memories. Cherish your memories of your loved ones. I mean, all of these pretty much speak for themselves. And knowledge. Follow your intuition. Isn't that weird? Oh, it's almost like my neck started. Whew. I gotta invest in some like sage. Some of these feelings that I get from reading these it puts me in a weird spot. Oh, thanks for that. So I don't feel like that. Yeah, it starts in the front of my head and it goes down. Yeah, it's like almost like right, almost through here, and then it comes down into like behind your ears and down your neck. Ooh. I just got the cold chills. I don't even know why, but that's weird. But I feel like my neck just all of a sudden started feeling like tension on it. Let's see if we can get something else from the angel oracles. See what we can get. I feel like, yeah, maybe there's something else in here. Anything else? Yep, diamond. Value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. They're all good cards. They're all beautiful cards. But definitely, I feel tired. Wow, weird. But that's what I have. Those are some words of wisdoms. Let me see. I don't think there's anything that I do is going to relate to your headache. If anything was going to come from the whole headache aspect, it would have been in your wisdom card or your oracle. Ooh. Look at this. What do we got falling out here? We got 3 that fell out. 4 of them. They're hiding. Weird. Isn't that weird? Wow. Look at this. We've been talking about the Kylie Rodney case. And this is what I have fall out. Watch. There's that Queen of Cups again, upside down in the water. Isn't that weird? These all just came out. This is a new card. A Chariot, a mode of transportation. Weird. And again, that damn King of Wands. I don't know why he pops out. And a Fight on the Hands with our 9 of Wands. All similar cards to the cards that have been coming out for all of that. And honestly, I was still thinking about the case when those jumped. That's weird. So much. They are all beautiful cards and right on with work. Yeah, definitely. I am shining bright. Awesome. That is such good news. I love hearing that. I love hearing good news. But at home, getting in deep water because I've been down for a week and nothing to do. Oh, yeah. So I think it probably started just before the shutdown. I started feeling like, I don't know. I don't like going to big stores. I hate being around a lot of people. I don't like people. People don't like me. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. Those that do, they like me, they love me, and that's all whatever. Those that take the time to get to know me, that's what's worth it to me. Other than that, I'm probably looked at by everybody else like an asshole. I mean, I'm okay, whatever. To each their own. But I have not been wanting to even I hate going out. I hate going out in public. I don't even know why. But it's just something new. The last few years, I just have not been interested in doing that. I don't know why I'm shuffling these cards because I was going to do a group reading and I'm going to shut this down because I am tired. I am tired after all of this. I'll have you to know though, after I recorded that video yesterday morning, I laid down and I probably I didn't give my head or my pillow much head, probably a good, not even 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes. And I was gone. I was out. But I laid there and debating, why can't I fall asleep? And I was just led to do that reading. After that reading, I was out. Okay. So we're going to see what we as a group need to know for the day. We're going to base it on the date. Ooh, why are we doing that? Okay. We got 3 wisdoms. Again, this may relate to you as it is a collective reading. So you take what you can from it and leave the rest for others to pick up because some you may need to hear, others may need to hear the rest. So we're going to look at what we should be started to know today. They are all beautiful. Okay, exactly. But hubby is mad. Nothing is getting done around the house. Sorry, you have a migraine. You don't want to do anything. Yeah, no, I haven't really had the migraine, but except for when I did your read. I don't know. And such the tension on my neck has released since moving forward and after you read. I normally don't feel like that feeling very much after I move forward. Let's see, what can we get from oh, there's 3 of them. Okay, so from our crystal quartz, we have rose quartz. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. So maybe either people are meeting somebody new and it's going to be romantic in a way, or there's maybe renewals of relationships that are coming out Here we have Sapphire. Easy does it. Your health and happiness and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. Don't rush things. Take it slow. Be gentle with it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Don't rush it. Live and let live, okay? Don't rush things. Here we have Calcite. Busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. Welcome to the live, Rona, the cat of the hour. With this one, for those of you that are feeling like overwhelmed, they got so much to do and never gonna get done, one step at a time. That's my advice to you. It's take things one step at a time. Knock one thing off your list, one at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't rush yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. Basically, all over again. I've said it a million times. Take it one step at a time. Here we have legends. Learn from those who inspire you. Everybody has those that they look up to. Learn from those people. Learn from whatever that may be, but learn from it. Here we have competition. Summons the courage and self-confidence. With this one, this has been coming out a lot. And like if I do collective readings or even sometimes individual, I feel like a lot of people are lacking self-confidence. I don't know if it's because of maybe a lot of people are working from home. So you don't got to get dressed every day. You don't got to put your makeup on every day. So maybe that's dwindling down your self-confidence. Just wake up one morning, put your makeup on, get yourself dressed, get out of that look, regain your self-confidence, and march forward, guys. Here we have creative wonderment. Follow your passion. Follow your passions. Even if it's upstairs, even if it's up hills that you got to travel to get to where you're wanting to be in life, follow that though, okay? Don't let nothing stand in your way and block you down. That is what we're going to end on. I am extremely thirsty now. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and end this and go to bed. I look like I'm on a million cloud nines. I look like I'm higher than a kite, I'm sure, throughout half of this thing. So, yeah, no problem. I loved it. Thank you for joining me and staying the whole time. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm going to go to bed. Yes. The little guy, he's already passed out over there. So, yep. It's bedtime. Psst, he's going to be going to school soon. Mom can't wait. So, with that being said, stay loyal, stay true. Thank you to my mods. Stay you. Love you. Bye.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. Inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep